Listen up, Philadelphia. We are staring down the barrel of an offseason that could completely redefine the identity of the Philadelphia Eagles. Sources are buzzing, the phone lines are hot, and the tension inside the NovaCare complex is palpable. We are not just talking about minor roster tweaks here. We are talking about potentially losing explosive playmakers, navigating blockbuster trade rumors involving our biggest stars, and a draft strategy that screams urgency. The foundation of this franchise is shaking, and you need to understand exactly what is happening before the dust settles. This is not a drill. This is the future of the franchise on the line.
We begin with a significant development regarding the wide receiver room in Philadelphia. According to sources close to the organization, the Eagles are preparing to part ways with one of the fastest players on their roster. The internal assessment is that the team needs a renovation in the receiving corps, and despite the raw speed this player possesses, his contract is not expected to be renewed. He has likely played his final snap in an Eagles uniform. This is a classic case of the front office evaluating production over potential. While speed is a premium asset in the National Football League, the Eagles brass has determined that inconsistency is a luxury they can no longer afford. They are looking to clear that roster spot for a player who offers more reliability in critical down and distance situations. Now, let me tell you what this really means. It is about time. You can run a 4.340, you can fly down the sideline like a track star, but if you cannot catch the football when Jalen Hurts puts it right in the breadbasket, you are useless to this offense. I am sick and tired of seeing pure speed with zero finish. The Philadelphia Eagles are in the business of winning Super Bowls, not winning 100-meter dashes. This is a message to every single player in that locker room. If you do not produce, you are gone. It does not matter how fast you are. It does not matter how much potential you have. If you are not making plays when the lights are bright, Howie Roseman is going to show you the door. This is the ruthlessness required to be a champion. We saw too many stalled drives, too many missed opportunities, and quite frankly, too many excuses. The fans deserve better. The quarterback deserves better. We need pass catchers who attack the football with aggression, not guys who just run fast and hope for the best. This move signals a shift in philosophy. They are prioritizing hands, route running, and toughness over straight-line speed. It is a necessary purge. You clear out the dead weight, you free up the cap space, and you bring in someone who has that dog in them. But here's the scary part. While we are busy clearing out the bottom of the roster, there are whispers about the top of the roster that should terrify every single person listening to this right now. If you think losing a depth speedster is big news, you have no idea what is coming next. The rumblings involving one of the biggest stars on this team are getting louder, and if this next report has any truth to it, the Philadelphia Eagles offense might be on the verge of a complete and total collapse.
If you want the real truth about the Birds, you need to stay locked in right here. Hit that subscribe button immediately. Do not miss a single update as we break down every move Howie Roseman makes this offseason. Join the family now. If that wasn't enough to get your blood pressure up, take a look at this absolute bombshell that has hit the news cycle. A new, bombastic trade projection has surfaced, suggesting that superstar wide receiver A.J. Brown could be sent to an AFC team in a transaction of massive impact. While I must emphasize that right now this is characterized as a market rumor and a projection, the mere existence of this debate has ignited a firestorm among analysts and fans alike. The logic being presented by some insiders is that the Eagles could capitalize on his peak value to restock draft capital and alleviate future salary cap constraints. We are talking about a move that would fundamentally alter the landscape of the entire NFL, not just the NFC East. Are you kidding me? Are we seriously having this conversation? Trading A.J. Brown would be absolute malpractice. I don't care about the salary cap. I don't care about draft picks. You do not trade a generational talent like A.J. Brown unless you are trying to lose. This man is the alpha. He is the heartbeat of that offense. When Jalen Hurts is in trouble, who does he look for? He looks for number 11. You take him out of this offense and you are stripping the soul right out of the team. It is blasphemy to even suggest it. The chemistry those two have is irreplaceable. You think you can just draft another A.J. Brown? You think these guys grow on trees? Wake up! This is a physical force of nature we are talking about. The disrespect is palpable. If Howie Roseman pulls the trigger on a deal like this, there will be riots in the streets of South Philly, and I will be leading the charge. However, we have to look at the cold, hard business side. If the Eagles feel they cannot sustain the roster cost, they might think they are being smart. They might think they are selling high. But sometimes being too smart makes you stupid. You weaken your quarterback, you demoralize your locker room, and you tell your fan base that you are more interested in spreadsheets than Lombardi's. This rumor alone is enough to destabilize the team chemistry if not addressed immediately. But while the offense is drowning in these chaotic rumors of departures and trades, there is another side of the ball that is screaming for help. The decision makers are looking at the long-term future, and what they are planning for the defensive side of the ball reveals exactly where their true panic lies. You need to hear what the analysts are saying about the draft strategy, because it proves that the Eagles know they are in deep trouble.
While the offensive side of the ball is engulfed in speculation, the real strategic battleground for the Philadelphia Eagles is shifting to the draft war room. Despite the return of several key veterans for one last ride, leading analysts and insiders are pointing to a specific reality. The Eagles must prioritize defensive positions in the 2026 draft to guarantee long-term succession. The focus is squarely on the defensive line and the secondary. The organization recognizes that relying on aging veterans is a ticking time bomb. They need an infusion of youth, athleticism, and violence on the defensive side of the ball to maintain their competitive window. This is about ensuring that when the old guard steps away, the drop-off isn't catastrophic. This is what I am talking about. Finally, some common sense. Defense wins championships. You can score 30 points, but if you can't stop a nosebleed, you are going home early in January. The Eagles have always been built on the trenches, and lately we have looked soft. We need dogs. We need headhunters. We need young, hungry lions who want to eat the quarterback for lunch. I love the veterans. I respect what they have done, but Father Time is undefeated. You cannot build a future on nostalgia. You have to draft the next Brian Dawkins. You have to draft the next Reggie White. You need to stop getting cute with these luxury picks and get back to the basics of football, hitting people and creating turnovers. Howie Roseman knows this. He knows that the defense was the Achilles heel. If they do not nail this draft, if they do not find the cornerstones for the next 5 years, this team will sink into mediocrity. We are seeing a franchise at a pivotal moment. They are clearing out offensive speedsters, they are navigating rumors about their superstars, and now they are desperately trying to patch up a defense that needs a complete overhaul. It is a perfect storm of pressure. Every decision connects to the next. If you trade A.J. Brown, you put more pressure on the defense to be perfect. If you cut the speedster, you need the defense to hold leads. It is all connected, and right now, the margin for error is zero. The strategy for the 2026 draft isn't just about picking players, it's about saving the franchise from a total collapse. The question you have to ask yourself is, do you trust them to make the right call? This is the reality we face, Philadelphia. A roster in flux, a superstar rumored to be on the block, and a defense that demands a youth movement. It is a decisive moment that will shape the next decade of Eagles football. I need to hear from you right now. Would you ever trade A.J. Brown for a haul of picks? And are you okay with the team ignoring the offense in the draft to fix the defense? Drop your comments below. We are in this together, through the chaos and the glory. Fly, Eagles, fly.